Hello everyone, hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Today we are back with some more deceiving content, but today is a little different. Today we are talking about the patch notes. I was going to do this video on the last update, but stuff kind of got messed up and I was sucking at editing, but today we're back and we've got decent editing, so hopefully this is good. But anyway, the devs released the patch notes for Season 2, which they did not announce when it was coming, but that it was coming. So I would say within like maybe a month, 2 at the most. Probably when fall starts would be my guess. Especially because they're not showing off the new agent yet. However, they did tease a bit, so let's look at what's going on. So they say a new tracker agent joins the roster in Season 2. This agent will bring an entirely unique weapon type to the game and a relentless playstyle that allows opportunities for ambushes and zoning, which they did show off the weapon. I'm pretty sure it's a dart. So I wonder if she either has like the below gun to below tracker darts, or if she is literally just chucking darts. That would be interesting. But I believe it's dart. I'll put on screen the video that they shared, but it is interesting nonetheless. We're gonna have a new catalog and progression, so it'll be 50 levels of progression, which is good. I don't remember what. I think the current one's 50 as well, so they're not changing the amount. But there's a new catalog with They're keeping the theme under wraps. They're not going to share that yet. But they do expect some wild new styles for your favorite agent, so that's kind of cool. The last catalog was kind of dull. It was just the gray, kind of a noir theme. And I don't think people really liked that, which honestly I think is part of the reason why so many people left, was just because they were so hyped for this content and it was just dull. I don't know. If it's good, I'll buy it though, because we've been loving the game, and if the skins are good, I mean, there's no reason to not. Plus you get all that extra, money, XP, whatever. To be really cool. They are making changes to the heat system. So for example, downing a civilian staff or technician will now give you a full heat level. Downing the VIP will give you 3 heat levels, and the guards will remain the same at about half a heat level per guard, which I think that alone, the guards, is a really good non-change, because you end up killing the guards so often, just because actually I don't know, because if you're in a vault terminal and you see a guard and you just shoot him, you're only getting half a heat level. That's not, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But my initial sort of reaction is that it's not the worst non-change. For the VIP, we want to give more meaning to come across them and give them a place as a disguise option. I think that's great. Adding the 3 heat levels if you kill the VIP, because it does give you an incentive to actually use the VIP to your advantage. So if there's if you go into a vault terminal and there's a VIP in there and you change into the VIP and there's 2 of you, if someone guesses which one is wrong, they're immediately fully vulnerable, and so it's basically a free kill. I think they get, is it 50% more damage if they're at heat level 3? It might be 25, I don't know, but they get a crazy amount of extra damage taken, which it decreases the incentives to shoot. You should wait until they shoot you first, essentially. Although it could make the VIP very too strong, but we'll see. I think that's a very good balance change, and definitely makes the heat system something to be wary of. They're changing the spawn economy. Okay, so keycard spawn changes. Purple keycards will no longer spawn outside of purple rooms. This will prevent early game loots that would dramatically speed up a match. I think that's great. Although it is always really awesome finding a purple keycard super early, that feeling you get. But this I think is good for the health of the game, because there's so many maps where you just you get to your vault terminal and the other 2 vault terminals pop instantly. So there's no real engagement with the game, and everyone's just fighting at the vault, which is whatever. But this will hopefully slow the match down, because I've had matches where they're 5 minutes long, and that's definitely not long enough for a game like this. A small amount of keycards can now spawn inside the vault, which is great. This will give some chance for players that did not have much luck in the first phase to scrape back an advantage during the infiltration phase. I think that's also great. It kind of makes the vault seem like an actual thing to explore, and not just let me get through here as quick as possible. So I'm thinking Fragrant Shores, it is a massive castle, and you don't loot at all. You're maybe looking for ammo or intel, or really not ammo, but intel. and that's it. There's no incentive to like actually look in the drawers or something. So if there's key cards in there, especially if they're reducing the amount of key cards that spawn like outside the vault, that's really good. I think. The golden key card will now spawn inside the vault, prevent players from having a full key card deck before the vault is open. That is amazing, and this will drastically change the pace of the game, because getting a gold key card is just basically getting the free case. So I think that's great. And again, it encourages the exploration of the actual vault itself. Like, you're looking to be the one that gets that gold key card. So I think that's good. It also will be less likely that people like if you get a bad start at the beginning, and you know, the usual is like you go camp outside the vault terminal, or not the vault terminal, the vault, waiting for the case to come out, and then you maybe hope to win because you have no loot. This sort of like gives you like, okay, you can do that, but you can actually loot in the vault, which I think is good. They reducing the overall pool of ammo and reduce the chance for ammo to spawn in public areas. I think that's really, really good. They list a reason like we feel it's currently too easy to stay at full ammo without any effort in looting. This devalues ammo dispensers quite a bit. Yeah, I don't remember the last time I used an ammo dispenser. Teams maybe was the last time I used an ammo dispenser, and that was like when I first started playing the game. Like, there's just no reason to, because there's so much ammo that currently spawns on the map, that using an ammo dispenser is pointless. So reducing that will hopefully also reduce the gunfights you take, because if you don't have a lot of ammo, there's no reason for you to be fighting people. Hopefully. Some people are not very averse to not fighting. So food spawn changes, a lot of more fixed food locations, which is great because it'll help players running nutritional supplements, which is awesome. It really, gives that meta shake up a little bit of legs. Purple chest tweaks. We introduce purple chest spawns in rooms without a vault terminal. Oh yeah. Okay, so they're adding a second purple chest in rooms that do not have a vault terminal, which is phenomenal, because it was making the purple upgrade more rare than the gold upgrade. Early game anyway. So I think that's a good change, because like there will be times where if like I don't get a purple before the vault opens, I'm not getting a purple the whole game, because I'm not gonna waste 8 intel in the vault, because I know I need to buy the gold door. If I don't have a key card, I need to buy the purple door or the blue door. So it's saving and even if I didn't have to, I'd be saving that intel, so when I get the case, I can just scan people as long as possible without having to worry about my intel being low. So that's a great change. It gives more incentive to like view all of the vault terminals, even after the vault is open. Like, going into a vault terminal trying to find an extra purple is, I think, a great change. They increased the account level to 400, which kind of sucks because we're not even 300 yet, but we're gonna get there. We're gonna get to max. They increased the values of XP sources, which again, that's good. So hopefully it'll even out. Like, we'll be able to level up quicker, but there also is a higher cap, so maybe it'll even all out. Increasing better performance optimization. Oh yeah, you can there's new, I can't make this larger, but there's new graphic settings, which is great. So people who play on lower rigs or higher rigs, you can sort of like find a good balance for performance versus the aesthetics, the graphical quality of the game, which is good. They're changing the agent select menu, so now you'll be able to see like damage numbers, mag size, reload speed, rate of fire, a body shot, a headshot for every single gun in the game, which is awesome. That's a change we've been asking for, so it's great on the devs for actually getting that done. That actually looks really good, and it'll help with a lot of nerds like me who are trying to like maximize DPS and stuff like that. So that'll increase content as well, because we can compare the guns at a more in-depth level, because before we were just using what the training ground was telling us. So hopefully this will be a much better sort of system. They're changing the inks menu, which is good because there's getting a lot of inks and having to like scroll up and down. This is more like Valorant style type, like side scroll, which it looks good. It looks good. Adding additional field upgrade decks, which is also great because I've been having only 4 is rough, especially when you're doing viewer builds, because I have to keep 1 that I always change for viewer builds, 1 that I'm doing for my own video, and then I have 2 that I cycle through that I want to use on a regular basis. So it's good to have additional. It's good. Hopefully it'll create more variety. Let's see, increase better controller settings, so you can look controller sensitivity, like you can do on PC. So you console guys out there, people just playing controller, this is huge for you. I'm gonna skip over because it doesn't really apply to me. Oh, melee shot delay. Okay, this is a huge change. So we received quite a bit of feedback on some deadly combinations of high damage weapons with a charged melee. For example, a charged melee with a king shot from Ace could be devastating on the receiving party without much change to counterplay. Yeah, because that would leave you, I don't know if it kills you. It's like you charge melee, and as you're like up close, you shoot your sniper. I don't know if it was like a one shot after the melee, or if it would require two, or you could charge melee, shot, quick melee. I don't know what the exact combo is. I haven't unlocked that gun yet. Hopefully we will soon. I have one more level on Ace. But they're going to be increasing a per agent delay between melees and gunshots, which is huge. That will hopefully change the pace of a lot of gunfights, so you're not dying like instantly, and it gives you some time to like counterplay instead of just immediately dying from the game. So vault terminal alarm, they changed the alarm. So now currently when there's two players in the vault, an alarm sounds, letting you know that there's two of you in there. They're removing that for a couple of reasons. Let's see. This meant someone waiting outside could shoot anyone coming in with absolute certainty that they were not an NPC. This is no longer true with elite guards in the VIP, giving 3 heat levels one shot. We feel the vault terminal alarm removes mind game potential and occasions to bamboozle rivals. We will monitor how this change affects the game, but we feel it will lead to more uncertainty and more interesting encounters. Which I want to give the devs a benefit of the doubt that like they don't like. I get it, like camping the vault terminal. Like if someone comes in, the alarm sounds, you know it's them, and they don't know where you are if there's multiple. Like say there's multiple elite guards and you're one of them. So it really put a huge disadvantage on the person entering the vault terminal. But at the same time, if you mimic, like we had the reason they added the alarm is because people were just mimic camping in the vault or the vault terminal. So like why change that if you're not going to make additional changes to the mimic? So like it should either be you remove the alarm and you can't mimic in the terminal, or you can only mimic for like a certain amount of time before your cover's blown. That would actually be a great balance change for mimic. Or they leave the alarm and we keep playing how it is. Hopefully the devs take another look at that at least quickly after launch, because I feel like that's just going to be a whole can of worms that they're not ready to deal with. New credit cosmetics. So they're adding more cosmetics for us to buy with our earned in-game credits. I already have basically all the skins I want, so that's good that there'll be more, because I would like more. And then a few notes about balancing. Still want to give reassurance on some of the top items of chatter in the community. Larson, both community sentiment perspective and analytics perspective, Larson is the top performing agent. It feels oppressive to play against. He does. You can expect adjustments to him to put him more in line with the rest of the cast with Calok 2, which is fantastic. I think his abilities are great, his passives are great, but the issue is his guns are way too strong for having such strong expertise and passive. So I think the real problem is going to be nerfing those guns back, because they nerfed his burst gun like a couple updates ago, and then they buffed it again. And so that buff to normal is really what's making him just absolutely nuts. And they also could probably reduce, like, the headshot multipliers are pretty kind of whack right now. So hopefully those changes come in, they say it's going to be coming in season 2, so I'm very excited for that, because that needs to happen. Let's see, our focus with this update is really to raise the lowest performers of the cast. Yumi is currently at the bottom of this list, and adjusted to the top performers, which is good. Yumi buffs she's crazy right now with that third gun, but her other guns are so horrible, so grinding up to level 9 is like the worst. You guys saw it on my channel. So you can expect similar treatment to gadgets. The shield umbrella is getting much needed nerf to its deployed form, and some less used gadgets like the hack trap and the drone will be getting fun new wrinkles to make them more competitive. That's exciting. That's exciting, guys. The shield umbrella meta is so boring, and being able to use the hack track and the drone will be so much fun, and it's so much more of a unique style to the game, where it's not just focusing on gunfights, but it really is that sort of stealth. Like, you gotta be careful what you're doing, stuff like that. So that's really exciting. But that's gonna be it for the patch notes. Hope you guys enjoyed. I will have a regular gameplay video out tomorrow. Do not worry. I'm gonna be making a ton of videos today because I'm going on vacation again this weekend to see my parents. So hope you guys did enjoy. Hope you guys enjoy the content this week. I'm gonna be putting out a ton of videos, so yeah, you guys have been going nuts on my current videos, which I really appreciate. Like, I got like 17 subscribers over the weekend, which was nuts. I'm glad you guys have been enjoying the content. The likes have been nuts, the comments have been nuts, so definitely keep it up. I really appreciate it. And if you did enjoy this video, go ahead and subscribe. I do post daily Deceive Inc content, so if that's a game you love like we do, definitely join us and check out the rest of my videos this coming week. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.